You are sitting in front of the trading screens, sipping your morning coffee when the news breaks. Missiles have just ripped through the Middle Eastern sky. Tensions between the US and Iran have officially peaked. In the blink of an eye, your entire investment portfolio drowns in a bloody red color. The crowd of retail investors panics, dumping tech stocks, liquidating risky assets, and trembling with clasped hands praying for world peace. But look up to the peak of the financial pyramid, the sanctuary of the old wolves of Wall Street. They are not panicking. The corners of their lips curl up into a cold smile. Behavioral psychology calls this disaster capitalism, the ruthless art of profiting from chaos. While the brains of normal people are heavily dominated by loss aversion, which paralyzes them and makes them flee following herding behavior, the financial elite have immediately flipped the switch of a razor-sharp psychological mechanism: emotional detachment. They do not see missiles, fire and smoke, or tragedy. They only see the chart of oil supply at the Strait of Hormuz being squeezed tight. Initiating the flight to safety campaign, they frantically sweep up gold, hide their money in bonds, and coldly push billions of dollars into the stocks of defense weapons corporations. The naive consider geopolitical conflict to be doomsday, but the tycoons consider it a cathartic volatility to reallocate global cash flows. However, behind that sharp, cold calmness is an incredibly toxic psychological gray zone. Continuously hedging and betting on the collapse of peace unintentionally turns these investors into cold-blooded predators, vulture investors, where the heartbeat of profit is measured by the escalation of armed conflicts. There is an extremely thin boundary between protecting assets and blindly worshiping. Do not let the blinking red and green numbers on the screen swallow the last bit of humanity inside you. Next time, when you see gold prices hitting historic peaks and crude oil prices exploding right after a war news bulletin, understand that you are witnessing the operation of the coldest psychological machine on the planet. If this video just exposed the true financial ego boiling in your veins, leave a comment below. Hit subscribe right now, because in the next video, we will continue this vein of psychological panic to dig deep underground. Why are the ultra-rich frantically building heavily fortified doomsday bunkers worth hundreds of millions of dollars? See you next time.